Welcome to our introduction to Forms and Documents Management on Ookslife. In this tutorial, we will include the following topics: how to create forms and upload documents, how to manage forms and documents, and visibility permission definitions. You can create forms for seeking ideas from students for what kind of activities they would like to do, or seeking feedback after an event, collecting information for your initiatives, or even just a simple questionnaire. How to create forms. Log into your Ookslife account and go to your club portal. Then choose Manage Organization. Click on the menu bar on the left side of the page and choose Forms. Click on the three little dots on the right side of the Forms on the new page and choose Create Form. Manage the properties of this form, and don't forget to choose Active for status when the form is complete and ready to be released. This is where you can add the title, start and end time of the form, and manage the submission approval process, reviewers, and amount of submissions from each individual, and more. By checking the Multiple Submissions checkbox, you allow users to complete a form multiple times. In the submission restriction area, you will note in the lower left of these are the people in the positions who can review and respond to completed form submissions. Positions appearing in the lower left area are those who have access to editing forms in your organization. See roster management video on managing positions. In the lower right area that indicates restrict to the following positions, the listing appearing is to define who will be allowed to simply view and fill out the form. Choose Save and Add Questions to put actual content in the form in the following page. Add questions in the format that is most suitable to your need. For example, you can ask the recipients to upload files or simply to answer a question. You can add several questions in the same page by simply clicking on the options under Add New. And you can also add as many pages or questions as needed by choosing Add Page Before or Add Page After this page. Whenever you need to edit the form property, click Form Property. If you want to change the order of the pages after clicking on Save and Add Questions, click on the page you would like to move around and it will appear to be blue. And then the form is free to be moved around or deleted. How to manage forms. After you've created the forms, you can still edit the questions, archive, copy, share the form, and review the submissions. You can do this by simply clicking on the three little dots on the right side of the form. Regarding to archive, for all the forms that are not needed at the moment or historical forms, you can choose to archive them and they will disappear. When you want to view all archived forms, simply choose Include Archived Forms under Status on the left side of the page. You can restore the archived forms by clicking on the left side of the form and choose Restore. Question types and their functions. Checkbox list, multiple choice question that allows users to choose more than one option. Radio button list, multiple choice question that only allows users to select one option. Text field, open text response. Alter the number of rows to provide the user with a larger space to write in for longer answers. You can also use the text field question to utilize validation, ensuring a specific format is entered. Drop-down list. Multiple choice questions where users can only choose one option. The only difference between the drop-down list and the radio button option is that the user has to click the drop-down to view the available choices. Instructions. This is your method of providing additional instructions or information to the user. Instructions do not require any action on the part of the user. Single checkbox. Think of this as a method to provide the user with a set of terms and conditions that they will need to agree to before they can proceed on the form. You can input the terms needed to be agreed upon, and the user will be provided with a single checkbox to confirm their agreement. Ranking. Provide the user multiple answer choices for them to rank. You can also determine the maximum number of items they need to rank. File upload. Allow the user to upload a file from their computer. Files must be under 4 megabytes, and the uploader accepts most files. If you prefer a specific file type, make sure to indicate this within the instructions of the question. Document overview. The Documents tool allows you to create a shared storage space for important organizational files. You can share these files publicly or only with certain members or position holders within your organization. You must be either the primary contact of your organization or an officer with full access to documents to upload files to your organization. How to manage documents. Log into your Ookslife account and go to your club portal, then choose Manage Organizations. Click on the menu bar on the left side of the page and choose Documents. Click on Add File on the right side of the page, then input the title, type, and choose permissions of the document. After completing everything, click on Add. You can add folders by clicking on Add Folder, then edit the title and permissions. You can add files to a folder by dragging a file to a folder, or go into the folder page and the files in there. There are no limit to how many files a single folder can hold. Keep in mind that a folder will need to be visible to a user in order for that user to see the documents within. For example, if a folder is set to an organization roster, but the file within is set to public, that file would still only be viewable to users who are able to view the folder. Click on Add to upload your file. Permission definitions, settings, and their level of access. The public. Anyone in the world with the link to the content can access the page. They do not have to have an account on Ookslife. Anyone on campus. Users must log into the Ookslife site to access the content. Organization roster. Only users on the roster of the organization can see or access the content, such as general members and executives. Specific organization positions. Only those in the position selected will be able to access the content. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you found this video helpful in making your forms and documents. If you have any questions, please reach out to campus clubs.